Republican Congressman Dan Crenshaw found out last Friday that he was going to be fined $5,000 because he was caught on security footage bypassing the metal detectors inside the Capitol building. Now, those metal detectors were put in, as we all know, earlier this year following the Capitol riot. Congress approved a $1.9 billion increase in their security apparatus to, make sure they don't get attacked again. And we have seen multiple Republicans over the last few months ignore these protocols. And Dan Crenshaw is just the latest, and of course, gets slapped by the sergeant at arms with a $5,000 fine. The fines that have been challenged so far have all been upheld. And of course, the worst part is they have video evidence of Dan Crenshaw not going through the metal detector. Walked right in, bypassed security, and went into the Republican conference chamber. So here's the thing, Dan. Is it that big of an inconvenience for you? Are you actually trying to smuggle something into Congress? Because I don't think you are. That would be absurd. And as ridiculous as you are, I don't think you're that stupid. So you're doing this, on principle? You're doing this because you don't have the time to quickly walk through a metal detector and then go do what you're going to do? You can't take 30 seconds out of your day to just not be fined $5,000? I mean, that's not a small sum. Well, at least not to me. Maybe to you. Maybe to you, $5,000 doesn't matter, and that's worth 30 seconds or even, God forbid, maybe it's even up to 10 minutes of your time. $5,000, though, still seems like a bit of a ridiculous price to pay just because you don't want to follow the rules. And, of course, $5,000 is just the fine for the first offense. Any subsequent offense, it's going to go up to $10,000. But here's the thing, folks. You want to get on an airplane in the United States, you have to walk through a metal detector. You want to get into a theme park in the United States, you have to walk through a metal detector. Hell, you want to go to an NRA convention, you have to walk through a metal detector. Sporting events, metal detectors. We have them all over the place. Hell, they're even in some schools. And you mean to tell me that the millions of people across America who go through metal detectors every single week, we are less important than Dan Crenshaw literally walking into frickin' Congress? No. This is ridiculous. These protocols were put in for a good reason. Honestly, it's kind of shocking that in the year 2021, we didn't already have metal detectors in Congress. Average people do occasionally go through there for tours. At least they did prior to COVID. And we didn't have security protocols in place. That's insane. Again, you want to walk into Disney World, you have to go through the metal detector and hand over your bags to be searched. Every single bag, every single time. And it's sad to think that Disney World has tighter security than the United States Capitol. Because Disney's not going to let you bypass that security. They're going to go tackle you and then ban you from the park for life. So Dan Crenshaw, trust me, dude, you're getting off easy paying a $5,000 fine. You know the rules. I thought Republicans were the party of law and order. I thought you were the ones who always, told all these people out there getting shot by police, well, if you had just complied. Yeah, you're lucky that Congress hasn't hired those police officers. They wouldn't take so kindly to you just bypassing security, ignoring the officers right there in the Capitol, just so you're not late to a little meeting with your fellow Republicans where you get to talk about how you're going to continue to destroy the country. Suck it up, idiot. You got to play by the rules, and it's not hurting you to take a couple minutes out of your time to make sure that everybody is safe and that you are not a threat.